Tottenham head coach Jose Mourinho has now been in charge at the club for exactly 1 year. A win against Manchester City Saturday afternoon could take Spurs top of the Premier League. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Today is Friday the 20th of November. That means only one thing, a 1 year anniversary for Tottenham head coach Jose Mourinho, as he has now been in charge at the club for exactly 1 year, taking over on the 20th of November 2019. Now, courtesy of William Hill, so many thanks to them, Michael Brown and Paul Robinson, the two former Tottenham players, give their thoughts on Jose Mourinho's first year.
So, a year into the job, how do you think he's doing since taking over? I'll start with Brownie. I'll throw that one at you.
Thanks for that, mate. What do I say? No, everybody was shocked. It was a sensational appointment, wasn't it? When it was put out there, how would he work? What type of environment would he create? Would he get on with Daniel Levy? Would he get what he needs? Is he going to be demanding? But actually, they had a difficult ending in the end, which obviously lockdown came in. There was some injuries, which sort of interrupted that sort of mentality he wanted to create at the club. But obviously, it's a fresh start's come now, and all you could say is really, this is where you've got to judge Jose Mourinho from the start of this season. He's had his wish in the transfer market. He's got some of his targets. I would imagine he wanted a couple more. He's actually came out and said he's really thankful for the squad that the club have provided. He's blessed regards to numbers for all the fixtures and the loading that he's got. And what he has got now, which he hadn't, I was looking, is what type of system was he going to play? It was a back three, it was a back four, we're seeing different personnel change into systems. He seems to be getting a more steady way of playing and understanding throughout the football club. And some confidence is growing now, and he seems to be enjoying it. He seems to be back to his sort of his best. We're seeing him on social media. We're seeing him out there getting involved, and as long as the club are at the top of the league now, because the pressure is on at the football club to deliver some silverware. Everybody knows that, and no more. Everybody throughout the club would want to get and win something. But, it seems to be a really good position, and that's really gone very fast, hasn't it, 1 year? So, yeah, I think it's progressing nicely.
Yeah, it's amazing. Robert, what do you think about Jose's first year?
Yeah, well, Brownie's right. I think the start of this season is when you can really judge him. I think he's been, I said it before, he's had a couple of transfer windows now. The people talk about Jose as a born winner. He's been there and done it. When he first came in, the conversation I'd have with people is, I hope we get the Jose that was at Chelsea, not the one that was at Manchester United. And we've got the one that was at Chelsea. He looks like he's found his love for the game. He looks like his rapport, his man management with the players is there. It looks like the players are playing for him. When you look from an outside looking in, and obviously playing for England at the time with John Terry, Frank Lampard, you know what kind of a man manager he was, and you know how much the players liked him and respected him. And you didn't see that at Manchester United. But it looks like he's come to Tottenham. He's had he's got something to prove to the football world again. He doesn't have to prove anything because of his track record. You look at what he's won, you look at where he's been and what he's done in the game. But his actual hunger and desire looks to be back. And the backing that he's had from the chairman, from the board, in the transfer market, the acquisitions that he's been able to make, the squad that he's been able to build, I think he's quite happy with what he's got there. He's sat there looking now thinking, I've got a real chance of winning something here.
Many thanks indeed to Michael Brown and Paul Robinson for sharing their thoughts, and many thanks to William Hill for supplying the video to me for this channel. Now, on the Tottenham Hotspur website, it states that Jose Mourinho described himself as happy, very happy, as he reflected on an unexpected first year at the club. Indeed, few people have predicted what lay ahead when Jose took over as head coach on the 20th of November 2019. Sitting 14th in the Premier League at the time, Jose lifted us up to 5th as early as December and then again in February. But the squad was hit by injuries, losing the attacking force of Harry Kane, Heung-min Son and Steven Bergwijn, plus Moussa Sissoko, before football was forced to shut down as the world fought the coronavirus pandemic in March. Returning in June, we climbed up to 6th with a fine run of results to qualify for the UEFA Europa League, and that form has continued into the 2020-2021 season as we have qualified for the group stages of the Europa League and sit second in the Premier League with just one defeat on the opening day against Everton. We also beat Chelsea on penalties to progress to the quarter-final of the League Cup. Tottenham head coach Jose Mourinho has been reflecting this week on his first year at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club and has told the Spurs website, of course we've had difficult moments, of course it was an unexpected year. Nobody could have believed what was going to happen the day I came to the club. The only thing I can say in very few words, but they mean everything because they are very objective, is that if I could travel back in time and go back to the 20th of November 2019, I would sign that contract with the same happiness as I did. Jose Mourinho then added, it's been a very strange year. It's been a year in the calendar, but not a year in football. We didn't train as many times as we should. We didn't play the season the way we should and normally is. And we didn't have the pre-season that we would normally have. So it's not been like we've had a normal year of work. Not at all. But I'm happy, very happy at the club, very happy with the decision that I made 1 year ago. And I wish in 1 year's time to be speaking about 2 years. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What have you made of Jose Mourinho's first year at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club? Now, so far, Jose Mourinho has managed Tottenham for 50 matches. We have won 26 of them, we have drawn 12, and we have lost 12. He has a win percent record of 52%. Now, a year ago today, Jose Mourinho obviously took charge at Spurs. How did I feel about it? I was actually very pleased. I was actually very shocked at the same time. I didn't think that we would ever see someone like Jose Mourinho manage Spurs, for lots of reasons. But when Mauricio Pochettino went, it was a very, very sad time for a lot of us Tottenham fans. Certainly me, I was a huge fan of Pochettino. I thought that, he brought so much to the team, so much to the club. And, to take us to a Champions League final without spending money in 518 days, what a feat that was. But then, of course, it was the new chapter. 20th of November 2019, Jose Mourinho announced as Tottenham Hotspur manager. The world just went crazy. The football world went crazy. Jose Mourinho has brought so much exposure to Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and I think he's been very good in that way as well. Just a little bit more on why I wanted it to happen, purely because of Jose Mourinho's record. He has gone to every club that he has managed and he has won trophies. He has produced trophies, he has put them in the cabinet, and let's face it, Tottenham's last trophy was back in 2008. We are way, way overdue trophies. We haven't won a league since 1961. It's an incredible record, 60 years without winning a title. We haven't won the FA Cup since 1991, way, way overdue. Haven't won a League Cup since 2008, as I said, and haven't won a European trophy since 1984. And my thoughts are, and it was exactly this a year ago, if there is anyone that are going to come to Tottenham Hotspur Football Club and put a trophy in the bank, surely it has to be Jose Mourinho. He gets you over that line, he wins matches, he wins ugly. We've won some great games. We've played some super football under Jose Mourinho, but we've also grinded out the results as well. And I see something special at the moment, and particularly after the recruitment in the summer, I can see big things happening at Spurs, and I'm certainly hoping that is the case. Just to summarise my thoughts on Jose Mourinho's first year, well, of course, he got off to a flying start. We beat West Ham 3-2 away, and by that time, when he came in, we hadn't won an away game in the Premier League for months. I think it was nearly a year. He turned the results around. We then beat Bournemouth. We beat Olympiacos in the Champions League as well. Jose Mourinho got off to a flying start. He had a lot of issues with injuries. Heung-min Son, Harry Kane, Steven Bergwijn, Moussa Sissoko, loads of these players were out. At one time, we didn't even have an attacking player. Going into the Leipzig away game, didn't even have one attacking player. And of course, that was the last game that us fans were actually allowed in. Since then, it's all been played behind closed doors. But I think that Jose Mourinho has had a lot of difficulties at Tottenham, and it's about getting over those difficulties, and he certainly has done that. And when you look at some of the football that Tottenham have played this season, because I think that this season is the season that he's going to be judged on, certainly after going out spending money, we didn't spend that much money in the summer, but it was the type of players, it was the deals that he got done. And, some people could argue, those deals probably wouldn't have been done if Jose Mourinho wasn't the manager. To bring Gareth Bale back, for instance, what a fantastic signing that was. Sergio Reguilon, Doherty, Højbjerg. What a signing that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg has been. And, would these signings have happened without the management of Jose Mourinho? Probably not. All in all, I think that Jose Mourinho's had a very, very good and interesting first year. But it's this year, it is this current season that I'm really looking forward to. Saturday afternoon, playing Manchester City, and of course, under Jose Mourinho last season, we beat Manchester City 2-0 at home. And, I'm hoping that we can do that again. And then we'll be sitting top of the league. And you imagine every single Tottenham player sitting top of the Premier League, what that will do for the confidence. Because Jose Mourinho, we've seen him a lot in the Amazon documentary. And I thought he was absolutely brilliant in the Amazon documentary. Arm round players, talking to players one-to-one, being very direct with players as well. His management skills, I was very, very impressed with seeing that Amazon documentary. And, to give that confidence and that boost to every single Spurs player, saying, look, we're now sitting top of the Premier League. This is where we want to be. We don't want to be anywhere else. We want to be sitting on top of the Premier League. And when you think of how many pundits and how many ex-players and stars are coming out saying that Tottenham have a real chance, it gives you that buzz. And the only thing I'm disappointed with is not being able to see these games live. So I can't wait to get back into the stadiums to see Jose Mourinho lead Spurs to something special this year. Fingers crossed. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please do put all of your thoughts in the comments section below. Many thanks to William Hill for supplying their footage for Michael Brown and Paul Robinson. I'll see you later today for a match preview, Tottenham Hotspur v Manchester City in the Premier League. Until then, stay safe and well, and come on you Spurs.